Hello everyone, this is Petrina and
Ronald.
Happy New Year to all of you. Welcome to our Wednesday Wellness Live, the first one for this year, and we've got a great wellness tip for you to keep you healthy and strong, especially during this time. So if you're watching this live, please say hello in the chat below, and if you're watching on the replay, please type in #replay. Tag your friends as well so that we can all benefit and learn from this video. So I'll pass you on to Ronald.
Right. Well, I can tell you you're going to be in for a treat today because it's the demand for what I'm going to show you. In the last 50 odd years of my career, plus, right, I've worked out right from the word go from very early days, there's 11 body systems, 11, right? For example, the respiratory system, the bronchial system, the cardiovascular system, and so on and so on, right? Nervous system, there's 11 systems. There's also one called the integumentary system, which is the system which wraps up around all the others. But there's a clue. In the last 30 years especially, the one system that keeps rearing its ugly head is a breakdown in the digestive system. Right? It's one of the most common problems with human beings in this type of let's say, circular, okay? Now, why is that so? It's because our food system has literally been breaking down in the last 50 years since we've started using chemicals and enormous amount of fertilizer, which are wrongly put together to feed us with food that we supposedly need. So just about every farmer in America, for example, and in many places in England, use what they call monoculture. So they're planting 5,000 acres, 10,000 acres, and so on one area. And what it does, it keeps feeding chemicals to that particular area. And after 4 or 5 years, the soil is no longer soil, it's now dirt. So there's nothing left, right? So, like I said, the one thing that keeps coming up, but every time that people come in, we always see there's a problem with the digestive system. Some severe, some not so severe. But I'm going to give you a really interesting system today that you can use, and it'll make your life a big difference because the way that it will build your immune system and your digestive system by using this particular vegetable, right? Now,
And the immune system is so important these days because, everyone's fearful of getting like the flu, the colds, especially in this weather.
Yeah.
Hi, Tanya. Good to see you here.
Hi. Now, what happens is this. Why is this so important? If you look at the TV most nights, I'm not going to give you the full name, but you'll know, there's a particular, there's about 2 or 3 that digestive aids that are advertised, the 2 brothers and so on, and they advertise, they've got spray and drink and all that. And this, every night they advertise. So in other words, there must be a huge demand for digestive system because their stomach or the digestive system doesn't work, right? Well, so what I'm going to show you, right, is something so amazingly powerful that when you start to use it the way we teach you, you are never, ever going to find a problem with the digestive system.
And it's also very affordable as well.
Oh.
I think it's under £1 or so for a huge one, less than that.
Less,
Yeah.
right? Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to show you. Here it is here. Can you see it? Can you see
the
it?
purple cabbage.
It's a purple cabbage. Purple cabbage. Look at the size of it. Now, if you're clever and you shop at the right time of the year, look at the size of it, right? Guess what I paid for that at Lidl? 14 pence.
Wow. Okay, I haven't been shopping for ages. So.
14 pence. Oh, jeez. Okay, so this is what we call the purple cabbage. Now, why is it so important? The purple cabbage is a member of the cruciferous vegetable family. The cruciferous vegetable family is, for example, Brussels sprout, purple cabbage, green cabbage, red cabbage, Brussels sprouts. Some part of it is like what they call chard, Swiss chard, right? And the reason why they're so vital is because it's called a cruciferous, is because they're very rich in sulfur. And by default, the purple cabbage I showed, the purple cabbage I showed you before is actually from the crucifers family. Now, what I discovered over years and years of work is that how people got used to eating cabbage, it actually started in Germany. Right? That's where it started from, Germany, and they started making cabbage a certain way, and it was called sauerkraut, Sauerkraut, sauerkraut. Now, as the name implies, sour from Germany. So the Germans were the first to design the sauerkraut food using the purple cabbage, using the green cabbage. And in the early days, the first thing they used to use is the rice, what they call the rice vinegar or the wine vinegar. But as people got healthier and healthier minded, they now use sauerkraut with Bragg's apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, Tanya's just written saying she loves purple cabbage thinly sliced with red onions and carrots.
Yep, exactly.
And Shalyn, I see you watching as well. Hello and welcome.
Exactly. That's exactly what we do as well. We do purple cabbage shredded with onions and apple cider. But remember, you use Bragg's apple cider vinegar and thinly sliced. Now, there's the interesting part. As it becomes such a popular dish in Germany, that's where it started. And then from Germany, it went across to the Slavic states and in other states like Finland.
And I need you Polish as well.
Polish,
Poland,
Polish, definitely. Polish, Finland, and Russia, right? And so it didn't go to Africa for a long, long time, but it stayed around the European area, right? And the reason why it didn't take too long to get to further start is that it ended up starting, like I said, in Germany and then spread its way around. Now, the Americans somehow got hold of how the sauerkraut was made, realised there was good money to be made, and if they did it properly, they organised the sauerkraut food to be made by clever people who knew what they were doing in New York and other places, right? So now, if you go to New York and you're an executive, at lunchtime, they'll put a roll and they'll put a sausage and they'll put sauerkraut on the sausage with mustard, and it's very popular, right? It's not healthy, but it's very popular. So now, why is this so important? Because you see, when you say sauerkraut, anything that's sour is designed to break down protein or food that's not digesting properly. That's what sauerkraut is designed. But do not make sauerkraut unless you mix it with Bragg's, and I do mean Bragg's apple cider vinegar. There's many, many types of vinegar around. There's wine vinegar, there's white wine vinegar, red wine vinegar, and so on. But use the one that has got the apple cider vinegar from Bragg's. Very, very good vinegar. And so what you do is that you'll get an enormous amount of food from one that big, right? Like that. Enormous, right? Now, the key with it is, and you pick the time of the year when it's really, really quite weak, like with prices. So that one, like I said, 14 pence, right? So now, why is it so important? First of all, it's a fantastic as a digestive aid. It's really good with potassium for the heart, for cramps. It's got beta-carotene, hence the purple colour. It's excellent for the eyes. It's good for cramps in the legs.
Yeah, I noticed when I cut the cabbage, your fingers will turn a bit purple as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's also very good for the eyes, for the back of the eyes, the macula.
High in fibre as
Very
well.
high, yeah, but let me finish the eyes first. In the eyes, it's magnificent. It's good for the purple colour. It's the xanthan. It's good for the actual macula of the eye. It's good for the rest of the cornea of the eye, the pupil of the eye. It's also very, very good for brightening the actual aperture so that you can see better, right? Now, so what you do is the best way to make the sauerkraut the way you're going to get most benefits is you take about, let's say there's one of you, you only need to cut one third of one that big, right? You cut 1/3, and then you wrap the other 2/3 and with a glad wrap, and you put it in the fridge with a sealed container. Now you shred it, like Tanya said, you shred it really, really fine, like almost like paper strips, very fine. And then you put on it the sea salt from
Himalayan or
Celdrone. You put that in there in a container. You put the apple cider vinegar on top of it, not too much, and you stir it with your hand. Shake it around, and leave it sit for about an hour. That enables the apple cider vinegar to soak through the actual flesh, and it creates a delicious taste, and also gives it more digestive aid, right? And
you can eat it with your other foods, whatever you're cooking.
Yeah, like I said, you can use it in sandwiches. You can use it with fish. You can use it with chicken. But it has enormous benefits. Not, like I said, just to remunerate, digestive system, that's big plus, instead of paying all digestive aids for nothing. Eye function, ear function, skin function, energy, liver function, kidney function, stomach function. All of these are, now what you'll notice, as you said before, when you use your hands to mix it, your hands will go purple.
Yeah.
Well, that purple is the beta-carotene, and that is the big medicine for your eyes, right? So now, what you can also do, once you let it soak for about an hour with the apple cider vinegar, put about a cup of apple cider vinegar, let it soak for about an hour, and after that, when you've done that, you can add some extra virgin Greek olive oil, just a little bit, and put your salt on it, and then you can enjoy that, all right? So if you want more detailed recipes, let us know. We'll pass it on to you.
Okay, good. I can see Geeta. I think she's from Malaysia, my ex-schoolmate as well, watching.
Yeah.
Welcome. And Ria from Birmingham. Good to see you here.
Yeah.
So I hope you found this video useful. If you have, please give us some hearts, likes, and care emojis so we can help this video reach a wider audience, and also tag your friends so that they can benefit from the health benefits that we've shared on this video, on this topic on purple cabbage. So till next time, we wish you a well and happy week. Remember, we go live as well on Saturday and Sunday at random times, myself, and every day on this page we are posting something, posts as well. So do look out and follow us on this page. And look forward to hearing from you, how you guys are doing, especially on the first month of this year.
Yeah.
So till then, we look forward to seeing you then.
Yeah. And also I would add, whilst everybody's a bit depressed because you're in lockdown, you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that, well, this is a chance for you to think about your life, about your health, and this is a chance to do some recipes which probably you never had a chance to do before, and use the recipe for the apple cider vinegar and the purple cabbage, and that'll get you'll come out of the lockdown much healthier than you were during the lockdown.
Yeah, and those of you who have got young children, get your children involved as well in cooking.
Yeah.
All have fun together.
They love the colour. The kids love the colour with their fingers.
Yes.
They think it's great. All right, take care.
All right. See you then. Bye-bye.
See you next week.